Hi there, it's Ben from Trade Wizard Gaming, and we're back looking to do some more Guilds of Ravnica draft. Haven't been putting out as many videos lately because we've been drafting Guilds of Ravnica on Arena. The goal for the month was to hit Mythic. We're about a day away, and I'm at Diamond Tier 2, which is within striking distance of Mythic if I go 7-1 in the next draft. I haven't been putting out the videos so much because I'm actually kind of bored drafting Guilds of Ravnica on Arena. I think it was a perfectly fine format to draft in paper, but on Arena it feels like the bots really force you into either Boros or Dimir almost every single deck, and you just have these like repetitive matchups like Boros versus Boros, Dimir versus Dimir, Dimir versus Boros. Not the most fun. It just gets repetitive. The gameplay is interesting in those matchups. You have some interesting decisions as far as racing, or trying to grind out card advantage in these long like Dimir mirror matchups. But we've all done it many times. So just before jumping into the last draft, I wanted to kind of give a recap on kind of what I thought my experiences were just climbing the ladder this month. So it's been pretty steady. Going up the ranks from bronze and silver to gold is very, very fast. When you're in bronze, you can only move up in rank. You can't move down. Losing matches doesn't actually lower your rank. And when you're in silver, moving up, winning a game moves you up 2 ranks, 2 notches, and losing 1 moves you down 1. So basically you can have a losing record and you're still going to rank up to gold no matter what you do, as long as you keep playing. Once you hit gold though, a win gives you a notch up and a loss gives you a notch down. So you have to have a winning record to kind of move up from gold up to gold tier 1 or platinum, and it's the same way all the way up through diamond and mythic. So I found that the competition level didn't get noticeably harder until you hit diamond. And I think that's because when you're in diamond, almost all of your opponents are either diamond, platinum, or mythic, which means they're all good players. They're all players who have winning records. Even when I was in platinum, I think the players that reach platinum are generally good players. They have winning records, but you still face a lot of gold opponents, and as I said before, you can be a gold level rank on Arena and still have a losing record. So a lot of those gold opponents, I mean, some of them are very good, some of them are not so good, but since half of your opponents, when you're playing at the platinum rank, half of your opponents kind of are around gold, you still have some free wins there, and you face more bad decks. So that's it. It's been a little bit harder when you get to diamond, but I never hit any real roadblocks. It's just kind of like you do a draft and you come around 50-50. You're playing against good opponents, and then every second or third draft you end up with this broken deck because the bots pass you broken decks, and then you run through the field and you get 7 wins with 1 or 2 losses. And when you do that, you rank up a tier. And that's kind of how it goes. The last thing I wanted to say is that I've been playing about a draft a day, and I've put 0 money into Arena. So you can rank up to Mythic in Arena and play consistently and not put any money in. I don't remember exactly how many gems I started this month with. I had a little bit of a bank. But I've definitely been about breaking even, including the gold I've been earning just by doing the daily quests and the gems I earn from playing the ranked. So it's not like you're just putting money in to rank up to Mythic. It's like you just need to play good Magic and get a little lucky and win your matches. And not saying that I'm going infinite. because I am doing about one maybe two drafts a day. On average, I'd say I've done definitely less than one draft a day if you average out the whole month. And so I'm staying or going infinite, including the gold. But like if I was doing 5 or 6 drafts a day, I'm not saying that I'm going completely infinite on gems just from drafting over and over and over again. But that also does go up as you collect more rares and you just get more refunds from all the rares that you've have complete sets of. It depends. Anyway, that's my spiel, and hopefully we hit it this draft. If not, I've got 28 hours. I'll do however many drafts I need to do, 2, 3, 4, and hit Mythic, and we'll see how it goes. So let's jump into a queue. Okay, we've got 2 really good cards in this pack. Ritual of Soot is great if you're in Dimir or Golgari. It's just a great way to catch up if you're facing a Boros deck, and you're going to face a Boros deck. So it's definitely main deckable removal, even though it's conditional. It's really good. And Justice Strike is great removal in the Boros deck itself. There's nothing else in this pack that's even close. Rosemane Centaur, Dowser of Lights, and Darkblade Agent are good creatures, and none of these other spells are really worth anything. So I'll take Ritual of Soot. I think it's a little more flexible than Justice Strike. Justice Strike is really just for Boros. I don't draft only Dimir. I could end up in Golgari, but more likely to end up in Dimir. And here we have 2 great Dimir cards, and 2 great Boros cards. We have Skynet Legionnaire, Luminous Bonds for Boros, Thoughtbound Phantasm, and City Watch Sphinx for Dimir. I think the Phantasm's better. Sphinx is very good, but it's actually worse than Watcher in the Mist. Being able to surveil when you cast it is much better than after. And yeah, the Watcher in the Mist is cheaper. And the extra point of power, I mean, it's fine, but it's not really what wins you the game, usually. So I'll take Thoughtbound Phantasm. Have no idea whether Boros is going to be more open, and we have, again, Boros cards. Healer's Hawk is great. It's the best 1-drop in Boros. At this point, Darkblade Agent's not amazing. Healer's Hawk's definitely better than Darkblade Agent. I'll speculate. Alright, I think Whisper Agent and Unexplained Disappearance are better than these cards, so I'll take a Whisper Agent. This is just a great 3-drop for Dimir. And Notion Raid's great. For Boros, the best card here is Cosmotronic Wave, but Command the Storm and Hammer Dropper are just replaceable. I think the next best card for Dimir would be Wishcoin Crab. I like Mephitic Vapors as a sideboard card. I haven't been super happy main decking it. I might main deck 1, but it's generally only good against Boros, and it's good against some decks but not others, so it's a very hit or miss. Okay, Boros seems to have dried up a little bit. We have no removal yet. I don't really like Severed Strands in Dimir, but Radical Idea is good, but not great. Not really interested in playing a gate at this point. So I'll take a Severed Strands. It's good with like a Burglar Rat. Okay. I like having a Devious Cover-Up in my Dimir decks. It's not amazing, but we're short on removal, so bounce plus counters can work. Negate would be nice. I think these are replaceable. Again, now we've got some good Boros cards going. It's just like every single draft, you know. We could have just gone Justice Strike, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Healer's Hawk, Blade Instructor. You know, you don't know what's going to be in the packs, but you can force one of these two almost every draft. All right, and we're back to our original pack, the Dowser of Light's Wheel, which is good. Moonmark Painter is unplayable. I mean, it will kill you sometimes, but it's just on par. It's just so bad. I mean, a 2/3 for 3 mana is pretty bad, but a 2/3 for 4 mana. Duh. All right, I'll take a Disdainful Stroke. And here, Barrier of Bones, but almost certainly not going to play it. Take an Is It Locket. These are unplayable. Okay, what do we have? Basically, the only thing for our deck is Unexplained Disappearance, which is not very good. I like this card in Boros. League Guild Mage is great in Is It. You can draw cards. You can draw cards with it. But Creeping Chill, we already have a Disdainful Stroke. I don't like playing 2. It's not what you want against the aggressive decks. I could just take a Steam Vents, but I actually think Unexplained Disappearance is better for our deck. Oh, Experimental Frenzy. That is interesting. I've actually never played that in a Dimir deck. This is an interesting pick. I think we could splash Statue. We could find some fixing for it, and that would be very good for what we're doing. Or we could try to splash Experimental Frenzy. I don't really know. How it's going to work out. A lot of these Dimir decks, you end up in these grindy matchups, and then you almost deck yourself. And you still need a win condition. I mean, this will help you find your win condition. But just playing a bunch of cards doesn't always win the game. Yeah, this could be wrong, but I think I'm going to take Statue. It's just good removal, and it's very flexible, and we'll find a Golgari Guildgate to help splash it. Okay, I really like House Guild Mage. We're a little bit weak on 2-drops here. Great combo with Thoughtbound Phantasm, being able to surveil multiple times. I wouldn't mind wheeling a Passwall Adept or a Capture Sphere. Probably won't wheel, but it's a possibility we could get like a Pitiless Gorgon. A lot of good cards in this pack. Honestly, I don't love this card, but it's won me a lot of games. Like, if your deck doesn't have tons of removal and tons of flyers, like, you know, the great Dimir decks do, um, then you often end up in board stalls, and like this is the only way to kind of get damage through. So I'll be taking a look to pick up one of those if we don't get anything else. Alright, I'll take Dimir Informant. I wouldn't mind a Burglar Rat, though it probably won't wheel. Burglar Rat goes well with the Severed Strands. Even the Necrotic Wound's okay. You know, we don't have an Undergrowth theme here, but if you get a couple creatures in your graveyard, Necrotic Wound is so cheap and efficient. It works well. Okay. For here, I'm going to take the Golgari Guildgate to splash statue. I think all of these cards are okay. Spinal Centipede, Dazzling Lights, and Locket. But I want to play statue. And here I'll take a Burglar Rat to kind of slow down the opponent. Unexplained Disappearance is good interaction. Spinal Centipede and Golgari Guildgate would be good. And Dazzling Lights is okay. Back to the original pack. I'll take a Guildgate and Gateway Plaza. So now we've got 3 green sources. Didn't get any of the cards I wanted from this pack. With 3 green sources, I'll actually speculate on splashing the Crushing Canopy. And I won't play any of these cards. Take a Dimir Locket, take out the Izzet Locket, and a Wall of Mist. Walls aren't good in this format because of the Mentor. So at this point, I think it's worth taking a look at what we have and what we need. We have a set, you know, close to enough playables with what we have. We have a little bit of card draw. We have some Surveil. So if we have any Surveil payoffs, that would be fine. 1 removal, 1 plummet. We have 2 bounce spells and 2 counter spells. I guess we have another removal spell here. So we're low on flyers, and we have very few creatures that deal any damage. I mean, it's just like 2 dramas. So we need a win condition. So really what we need is some flyers and a win condition. Glaive could be a win condition. It's a way for our small creatures to get through for damage. Yeah. Capture Sphere would also be good. I would take Capture Sphere from this pack and be happy. But I think Glaive could be a decent win condition. Okay, Watcher in the Mist is great. I would love to wheel the Hired Poisoner, but probably not. Not going to be that lucky. Don't want a second Glaive. I think Whisper Agent's good. Would like to wheel the Guildgate, but Whisper Agent has to be an upgrade over something in our 3-drop spot, like a Locket. And here I'm slamming Dimir Spybug. We have actually a lot of Surveil in this deck, and Spybug could be very good. And I think with the amount of surveil we have, and with the glaive, I'm going to go with the Darkblade Agent over the Passwall Adept, though this is a possible win condition. I feel a little bit better picking up that flyer. And here, this could actually be good in our deck. Surveil 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sources of surveil. Over a Death Touch and another Gateway Plaza. So with this, we could use decking as a win condition. I think this would be good in our deck. I think the Poisoner would be good. We have a Dazzling Lights, so like Dazzling Lights plus Poisoner is a good combo. Dazzling Lights plus Darkblade Agent is a good combo. I don't like running 2 Gateway Plazas. Yeah, I mean, it's so slow to play Gateway Plaza. Our mana could be a little bit better. It's a tough one. I'd be interested in what, comments. If you have different views on this, I think Hired Poisoner, Enhanced Surveillance, or Gateway Plaza are all reasonable. I'm gonna take the Gateway Plaza in case we don't get more fixing. If we get a few more gates, I'm gonna kind of regret this, because the Hired Poisoner would be good. I really don't like Child of Night. I'll take a Leapfrog. Okay, so now here, this is really on curve because all of these creatures are fine. We have 2 5-drops, and for 2-drops and 3-drops, we have Thoughtbound Phantasm, Vidalcan Mesmerist, which I'd like to remove, a Wall of Mist, a Burglar Rats, Spybug, Guild Mage, Demure Informant, Leapfrog, Darkblade Agent. I think I'll take the Spinal Centipede here for curve considerations. I think we would like to replace some of those 3-drops with some better 3-drops. And here I'll take a Golgari Locket, which could be another green source. A Devious Cover-Up. We could loop Devious Cover-Ups for a win condition. And some spells that we're not going to play. Hey, we could splash Vigor Spore Worm for the Glaive of the Guild Pack Vigor Spore Worm unblockable combo. 20 gems. So this deck's definitely not broken. I expect kind of one of those 50-50 decks. Right now it has 4 cuts. If we take out the Demure, do we want either of these lockets? We can have 4 free green sources, which is fine for 2 cards. So I don't think we need a locket. A little light on removal. So I kind of want to keep in the Severed Strands, even though the only thing we have that goes well with it is Burglar Rat. Let me take out, I mean, I'm assuming these are my weakest creatures. 2/1, 3/1, they don't block very well. And what does this leave? Wall of Mist is cuttable. 2 Unexplained Disappearance. Demure Informant. Notion Ray, Devious Cover-Up. And I'll take out the Wall of Mist. Yeah, a little low on removal. I guess don't know if we... I actually think the glaive is fine over... We had the option of the capture sphere over the glaive. We don't have a pass wall adept. So it might be tough to close out games. So I'm happy to run the glaive. I don't think it's amazing. We just need some way to win. For flyers, yeah, I mean we have... I'm going to run the Crushing Canopy because I think we're going to be a little weak to flyers. We only have one flyer here. Unless our Spy Bug gets huge, but I don't want to block with the Spy Bug. This is for attacking. Bzz. Bzz, bzz. And hopefully we can bounce their stuff and counter it when they try to recast it. Make our Spy Bug bigger. Make our Thoughtbound Phantasm bigger. Okay, so for mana, with what they've given us, we've got 9 blue sources, 9 black sources, and 5 green sources. I think that's fine. Our mana base is, yeah, I don't want to draw forest in the opening hand, but I think 9/9/5 is pretty good. Yeah, we should be fine. All right, let's see how we do. Teddy Two Toes. Alright, this looks good. Hopefully they don't do anything. We can play Gateway Plaza. Yeah, that's good. I've got all of our mana. I'll play the Whisper Agent. We Dragonauts. Sure. I just want to Crushing Canopy that. Yeah. It's a decent use of our mana. That can be scary. I'm gonna play a Dark Blade Agent. Can try to get in next turn for some card draw. If we can bounce a creature. Yeah, this is great. So one, two, three, four, five. I don't think we need a land. Yeah. I think it's more important to use our mana than just like saving Surveil for that. I'll use my status statue here. Could be a little greedy. If they play a big creature and stabilize the board, it could be a mistake. But next turn we can play Thoughtbound Phantasm and hold up Devious Cover-Up and get those spells back. Oh, if they just play a wall, oh, this is great. They can I'm just gonna counter whatever they play. Get all these good spells back. I get to counter 2 spells because it exiles it, so they don't get the flashback. And I guess that's our comeback card in case they play a bunch of guys. Obviously not going to cast it here. Wipe our whole board. We just want a bounce spell. Unexplained Disappearance. Fire Urchin. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to attack with everything first. Hopefully get him to use some sort of spell. Let's see. That's fine. This Niv Mizzet mana. Fire Urchin's okay. Nightvale Sprite. It's dangerous. I'll kill the Sprite. They have a bounce spell. If they have a bounce spell, that's fine. I'd rather they do that than use it on my turn. Now we've got a counter. So they can double block this and take 3. That seems or take 1. I think that's fine. All right. Risky, but effective. I'll counter that. Need a flyer. Need a Dimir Spybug. Guess I'll just wait. They have a lot of cards. We can't really put much pressure on them. Well, it's worth trying. They have a counter. They have to have something. I've got 2 gates. Put it on this guy. You've got to have something. It's gonna tap me down. Sonic Assault. Sure. Interesting. What is he gonna do? Cosmotronic wave? Is there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Is there some way to get through for a lot of damage? I don't know if I should like Ritual of Soot and then play this afterwards. Put the glaive on it. It's like, what are all these cards if they're not lands? Does he have some ungodly amount of burn in his hand that he's gonna just like Inescapable Blaze, Sonic Assault, attack me for 10? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. Oh. Oh no. I think here we gotta kill this Electromancer. If his only place to tap the Dimir Informant, I can put the glaive on the Spybug. He should tap my Spybug. Yeah, Thousand Year Storm can definitely win a game from this state if he has a few spells in his hand. Yeah, he tags. Yeah, the Spybug. Well, these are forced blocks. Oh, he has another Sonic Assault. Well, can he kill me? Without, I mean, yeah, definitely killing the Electromancer was right because it gives him a lot of extra mana. He'll be able to tap my entire team next turn. If he just holds up his mana, he can Sonic Assault and Sonic Assault both my guys. And that will do 6 damage to me. 14 cards in the deck. I think I'm gonna equip the Spinal Centipede. If he Sonic Assaults it, now he has to Sonic Assault everything. Which takes all of his cards away. So now, that is not going to do it. Good game. There's no 1-mana spell here that's going to do it for you. GG's. Boom, head explode. All right. Diamond tier 1. That gives us 1 loss of loss protection. We can go 1 loss without going back down to tier 2, which means we could even go 7 and 2 at this point. Not that I'm counting on it. I think this deck's pretty weak. It's okay. It's okay. It's a deck. But even there, you see, I mean, like, they had a pretty bad draw, and it was just hard closing out. I really couldn't put any pressure on until we drew the Spy Bug and the Glaive. $157 Mythic. Okay. A capped will keep. I'll play the Phantasm. Hopefully we can get a good Ritual of Soot here. Because they might cast a 4-drop, I'll just block. I am planning to Ritual of Soot next turn, so I could bounce my own guy. And take the damage, but hopefully they'll play another small guy. Yeah, perfect. So, hopefully they don't have a lot of undergrowth. Looks like a Celestia deck, yeah. I'll trade my Whisper Agent for it. Darkblade Agent's good. I'll play out Darkblade Agent, leave up mana to support it. Next turn we can play Watcher and then miss an attack. We can bounce something if they play something scary here. Rosemane Centaur. Sure. We just want to bounce that. Yeah. That's okay. Play Watcher, draw a card. I'll draw this card so I can actually cast my spell. Play a land, play the glaive. I've got glaive activation and bounce up next turn. I can attack for 6. So we're in a pretty good situation. Red. Interesting. So they were a little mana screwed, but the bounce was really effective in that game. Gave us a lot of tempo. Darkblade Agent drew us some cards. Still needed the glaive to win. Otherwise it would have been tough to deal the damage fast enough there. Doing pretty well. We could get lucky, hit Mythic. Then I could just Wait until we have another ranked draft. New format. Little Darwin. Oh, this looks like a good hand. Draws a little bit high mana curve. Hopefully they don't burgle us. They're gonna burgle us. Passable Adept is good. Good card. They snap. They snap discarded that land, which makes me think they're a little flooded. Thief of Sanity. Gross. I want to land. That's not the right land. Ugh. Thief of Sanity. Alright, I'll take it. It's gonna hurt. We can pray that they block. They're not going to block. Yeah. So hopefully we can kill it next turn. Okay. Well, we have to take another big hit here. We can trade with the burglar rat. Hopefully these big guys can... Hopefully these big guys can stabilize us. I'll play the Watcher first just to try to get the Surveil. I'll do Thoughtbound. We can play Thoughtbound and Dowser of Lights next turn. That'll help stabilize. Thief of Sanity is so good. So we're taking 5. Yeah, if they have another removal spell, we're just dead. Luckily, we have a lot of bounce for our Watcher in the Mist. Oh, pass while adept. Yeah, we're just dead here. So I'll concede. Look at that, pass while adept, getting it done. No, that was a thief. That's what our deck doesn't have. You're going to play against decks that have 2 Thieves of Sanities and Doom Whisperer, Dream Eater. Yeah, we don't have a lot of removal in the deck. I had to waste one of those bounce spells. I definitely think it was right. They just had all the answers. They got that extra spell from hitting us. And it was enough tempo to win. Yeah, I should have bottomed that counter spell. I wasn't paying attention to the pass while adept. And that was just a mistake. I should have realized that they were just going to use the pass while adept, and I should have just been looking for removal instead. Oh, this looks good. They kept 7. Hopefully we're playing against Boros. Pellet Collector. Ugh. Yeah, we need a land. Pronto. It's good. So we really want them to curve out and not convoke out like a Rosemane Centaur. If they play Rosemane Centaur, it's going to be tough for us to come back. So even though we're playing to Ritual of Soot next turn, yeah, I still think you should play out the 2-3. Try to save some damage. So here it would only be a 2 for 2. And if they don't play out more creatures, yeah. So we can statue that, which is good. Or Severed Strands. I actually think that's good. Gains us some life. I'm gonna unexplained disappearance this Ledev Guardian. Get the land. And that's a tell, though. Yeah. I think we want a Crushing Canopy this guy in case he can pump it, and I don't want him to mentor. Hopefully this Dowser of Lights stabilizes. This deck has so far been really bad, except for the Pelt Collector. The Pelt Collector did a ton of damage to us. And the fact that he was playing this awful card. Why are you playing this? It gets around my Ritual of Soot. I'll hold my guy back. Not looking to race with all of these cards in their hand. I'm gonna play the big hexproof guy. Maybe they've got like the big that looks good. I don't think we want more lands. What are they doing? What is their plan? +6/+6? Trample? That can't be their plan. Is that their plan? That'll put me on defensive, though. Generous Stray. They must just have lands. There's no way that that's their best card. And they wouldn't be holding something when they're so far behind. Well, that makes me feel better. Next. Now I've got the counter to counter anything relevant. Don't know if I should have played that. That's currently irrelevant. Well, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll cover up. They have another one? Oh, great. If you had a second prey upon there, then we'd still be fine because we'd still be stable, but we'd be down our win condition. But we were in pretty good control of that game. Get some more gold. Need to win out, get to Mythic. Feeling Mythic. Mythic. X must be 0. Matches take a bit longer when you're up in diamond, at least. That's the other thing I noticed. Usually wait 30 seconds to a minute. Alright, we need a blue source, but I think this hand is okay. I mean, we could get punished if we don't hit any islands, but we've got 2 colors out of 3 and a bunch of cheap spells. So I think our odds of hitting a blue source, let's see, we've got 9 blue sources in the deck. So our odds of hitting one by turn 4 are like 85–90%. Luckily, they're not going to be very aggressive here. Come on, island. Oh, well, that's a spell we can cast at least. That resolves. Find an island, Whisper Snitch. Nope. Ritualist Soot is okay. I'll hold back. Okay. So if they go Watcher in the Mist, we're in trouble. But if they play a few more small creatures, we could be okay. They're probably going to go land, Dowser and Lights, Watcher in the Mist, I don't know. Pass Wall Adept, that's good. They have counter magic up. I'm gonna hold up my spells. They missed a land drop. I just want them to tap out. Perfect. Oh, I milled my spy bug. Well, they might have backup. I'll take the spy bug, the dowser, unexplained disappearance. Yeah, a couple of these. Making me mill my spy bug. I'll save it. Do you have a second one? A third one? It's 2 main deck? Galavi of the Guild Pact. 4 guild gates. Head explode. My head explodes when I see that glaive. 3 wins away. 3 wins away. Almost there. I don't know if we can do it. 1 loss sets us back. I hope my opponent gets horribly mana screwed. And we're up against another diamond opponent. So they're a winner. This looks good. Opponent goes first. White's the wrong color. They're the evil Boros. I'm gonna burgle them. Direct current. Well, that's a good one for them. Sworn companions. Gross. I'll Notion Rain and hopefully Ritualist Soot next turn. I think that's okay. Not a lot of offense. Wojak Bodyguard, perfect. No reason to let them go off. Glaive looks good. We've got 6 lands already. Is he going to play the Bargent? The Bargent? It's pretty good. So I can play Glaive, Whisper Agent, and hold up Dazzling Lights. That should be good. Well, I think Dimir Informant's okay. I'd rather have set that as statue than... We have green mana, right? Yeah, we have green mana. Yeah. I think House Guild Mage is okay. I was thinking of Unexplained Disappearance in the Watcher in the Mist, end of turn. Light of the Legion. Sure. So this is actually really good. So I can't Unexplained Disappearance and Devious Cover Up, but I can destroy this. And then attack here. Bounce it back to his hand. Whisper Agent's good. So now we don't have anything to free the Watcher in the Mist, but we're pretty far ahead on board. Guild Mage can hold that down. Targeting this guy. Well, that's fine. Ornery Goblin. I'm gonna cover it up because I want my stuff back. Let's see. Status statue. House Guild Mage. Unexplained disappearance. Notion Rain. Yeah, I want to attack. Put this on the Phantasm. Healer's Hawk's good. Flooding out a little bit. That's interesting, yeah. Disdainful Stroke that. There we go. Yeah. Get there. Aquatic Incursion. Interesting. Is that Rivals or regular Ixalan? I think that was Rivals, yeah. 2 more wins. Can we get 2 more wins? If we get a loss, though, even if we get 2 wins with a loss, we still have to play another draft. At least 1 more. I hope that my opponent gets horribly mana screwed. I hope that my opponent gets horribly mana screwed. Look at these little spy bugs flying around. Actually, are those... maybe those are Thopters. Clyde the Glide Drexler. I respect for that. This is a very slow hand, but I'll keep it. You got all your colors, 3 spells. There you go. Maybe the Spinal Centipede will get there. Hired Poisoner, yeah. I think they have a Whisper Agent. Yeah, this wouldn't have been good for me. In which case, maybe I should have just held up Devious Cover-Up. Sure. I'll use my mana here. It's a good combo. Ah, just a land. I'll attack. I'm not scared. I got them last time with the dazzling lights. Sure. Wishcoin crab. Go rat. Maybe I should hold up Devious Cover Up. Dowser lights, yeah. Well. Don't think we want another guild gate. Just trying to grind out these cards. Okay, disdainful stroke that. Play this guy out. I got one more counter spell up, and they should be dead. Unless they can cast 2 spells. Yep. One more win. One win away. M-Y-T-H-I-C. Mythic, mythic. Here it is. I hope my opponent gets horribly mana screwed. I hope my opponent gets horribly mana screwed. Lion our time. 1, 2, 3 lands, spells, keep. Swamp. Burgle, burgle. Boros. Ugh. How am I going to beat the Healer's Hawk? Ritual of Soot. No. No. Ah, gross. Oh, so what order do I want these in? I guess it doesn't matter. I want both of these. Because we're drawing them. We're not surveilling them. I'm saving my life. Fresh face recruit. Ritual of Soot. Ten. Glaive. No, I need something that affects the board. I'm so dead. Yes. Yes. No, no, not that. Come on, play the Swiftblade Vindicator. Yes. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Well, my opponent was not horribly mana screwed. I haven't won yet. But hopefully he doesn't have another one of these deal sixes. I'll resolve. Done. Mythic! He 7-0 with this deck. This deck was crap. Diamond tier 1. Mythic, rank up! We did it. Limited rank. Alright, that was perfect. Exactly as many wins as we, just got there. Right on time, the 7th game. Last day of the month. Had plenty of time to do some more drafts, but that was a great way to finish it up. That was a fun draft. Not some easy broken deck. We had some good matchups there. Anyway, deserves a celebration. Thanks for everyone who was watching me on my way up here. I hope you learned something, and, next month, do it on your own. Go back to Ravnica Allegiance drafts. I'm number 182. I don't know how that happened. It's like, there's thousands, right? I mean, I should be number 2,000 or 3,000. Anyway, let's claim the prize, open up some packs, and let me know what type of content you'd like going forward. I'm not going to be doing Guilds of Ravnica drafts. I'll be maybe drafting some of these new formats. I wanted to do a greedy draft over the weekend, but I spent too much time doing other things and watching the Mythic Championship, which was awesome. A lot of really interesting draft videos there if you watch the Mythic Championship and the feature draft videos. They showed all the picks for 4 or 5 different pros, and then they went around the table, I think, the first day, and they showed every pro's first 4 or 5 picks at the table, so you could kind of see how the draft developed. It was really interesting. And hopefully they do more of that in the future. I know Constructed is the more popular. They have higher viewership on Twitch, but as a limited guy who loves drafting, I really find what the pros draft very interesting. Hatchery Spider. This reminds me of Ishkana, the best spider. Anyway, let's get rid of these Guilds of Ravnica packs. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that. We got all the way to Mythic. Got a bunch of cards for the collection. Got the vault almost double filled. And like I said, I think we're basically about even on gems from where I started without putting any money in. I haven't even put in the $5, I haven't even put in the $5 welcome bundle. Anyway, it's been great. More content coming up. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.